Alright, we're moving on to Tanjiro versus Jonathan Joestar. Before they even go into the analysis here, or whatever, I honestly think JoJo has it. It's the first one, Jonathan Joestar. Yeah, I think the first JoJo is gonna win this, but I'll guess again after they go into the details.
Tanjiro Kamado, the sun-breathing demon slayer swordsman.
Jonathan Joestar, the very first JoJo who ever Jojed.
These two anime monster hunters are as deadly with a blade as they are infinitely good-natured.
But don't cross them, else they might leave you breathless. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh, he's got pluck too? Oh.
Taisho Japan, an era of unparalleled progress and imperial domination. But this empire had a sickness, a rot at its core. Demons. This race of superhuman cannibals originated from one being, their all-powerful progenitor, Muzan Kibutsuji.
Who spent his evenings slaughtering families and eating them, including the Kamado clan.
Though one of them fatefully survived, the eldest son, Tanjiro.
Well, the good news is your sister Nezuko is alive too. Bad news is she's a demon now, so sorry, champ, I'm chalking this day up as an L.
But Tanjiro possessed the golden heart of an anime protagonist.
He's only 15?
And he devoted his life to curing Nezuko's curse and ending Muzan's evil once and for all.
So he joined the Demon Slayer Corps, a secret group of badass demon hunters with badass swords. Forged from a unique sunlight-absorbing ore, the Nichiren Blade is one of the only weapons that can decapitate a demon and end their unholy existence for good. Especially when combined with the Slayer's fancy pants katana magic.
It isn't katana magic. Okay, well, it's totally katana magic, but that's not what it's called.
Yeah, it's breathing, which is so lame. Anybody can do that. Oh, God. I was wrong.
The use of breathing is crucial to real-life martial arts. Deeper breaths massage the organs below the diaphragm, relaxing your body and lowering its energy requirement, while simultaneously giving you more energy to use.
Tanjiro mastered this breathing shit so well, he could do it in his sleep. Literally 24/7.
This is total concentration breathing, a technique developed by the Demon Slayers in order to massively increase their physical abilities to match their blatantly superhuman foes. Through the measured intake of oxygen, users can boost their concentration, reactions, and even manipulate the flow of their blood. This can help in slowing down poisons or speeding up the coagulation of wounds.
Which means he can use it to quickly recover in case of injury or fatigue. And Demon Slayers can combine their breathing with their blades for, well, katana magic.
Each breathing style is a separate form of sword combat. The first form Tanjiro mastered was water breathing, a flexible defensive style where a user's blade summons water to slice like a raging current.
That animation's so
Tanjiro's
good.
literal boneheaded stubbornness made him a prodigy demon slayer in no time.
He proved to be a tactical genius in combat, able to discern an opponent's weaknesses and exploit them in the heat of the moment. It was almost as if demon slaying was in his very blood.
Because it was! Hundreds of years ago, the creator of the very first breathing style taught this knowledge to Tanjiro's ancestors, who passed it down to Tanjiro himself.
This was the dance of the fire god, the Hinokami
Right,
Kaku,
yeah, I remember this.
sun breathing.
With sun breathing, Tanjiro's sword bursts into godlike flames that slow a demon's healing factor and can turn into a wicked fire dragon.
Sun breathing increases Tanjiro's speed and power, but at a cost. It will quickly tire him out, and overuse could severely debilitate him.
Which can also turn on this really distracting birthmark on his forehead.
Through intense stress and exertion, Tanjiro can activate this Demon Slayer mark, which boosts his already crazy strength and speed even further.
And gives him access to the see-through world. Basically, it slows down time for Tanjiro and gives him x-ray vision.
This allows him such a
What?
precise understanding of his opponent's muscle movements that he can predict their future actions. Sort of like a spider sense. He can even do the same with just
Oh,
his sense of
Christ.
smell. No Demon Slayer mark needed. Not only can his nose detect people from hundreds of yards away, it lets him find an opponent's opening in battle even easier than before.
You'd think being an anime swordsman would make Tanjiro even edgier than his blade, but he's basically the group mom, with an innocent little cherub sweetness matched only by his raw badassery.
Tanjiro is tough enough to survive being stabbed in the stomach, fast enough to dodge lightning, and strong enough to slice through and derail a literal demon train.
That demon turned himself
Oh,
into
shit.
a train whiz.
I didn't watch
Funniest
this
shit I've
fucking
ever
movie.
seen. And this demon, Doma, was able to freeze the air into this giant ice statue in only a few seconds. That takes a lot of energy.
And Tanjiro's managed to keep up with similarly powerful demons like Hantengu, Akaza, and eventually the strongest of them all, Muzan himself.
With the help of his friends, of course.
It would take all their efforts and countless sacrifices, but Tanjiro and the Demon Slayers would continue to fight to realize their dream of a world that is safe for humanity. And whatever Inosuke is.
Huh, alright, so he's stronger than I thought.
Victorian England!
Oh, boy.
An infamously shit-tastic time to be alive.
Whether you were a lowly street rat or a wealthy noble. Okay, well, that last one probably wasn't so bad.
That is, unless your dad, in all his infinite wisdom, decided to adopt the single greatest asshole in human history and
True.
make him your brother. That'd make you one unlucky schmuck.
That would make you Jonathan Joestar.
Hadn't you heard, Wiz? Everybody just calls him JoJo.
In an effort to take the Joestar fortune for himself, Jonathan's new brother Dio dedicated his life to breaking Jonathan emotionally, turning him into a docile puppet. But after being bullied, beaten, and thoroughly traumatized, something away.
There's no way this guy's only 231 pounds. He is fucking gigantic in this show. There's no way. 6'5", 230. There's no way, man. He looks so much bigger in the show, I swear. I know it's an anime, but he's like fucking massive the entire time. It's so unrealistic.
Awakened deep in Jonathan's heart, the raging fire of a gentleman.
I don't think beating the living piss out of Dio was gentle, but it sure was satisfying. Too bad it didn't last forever, because only a few years later, Dio got his revenge when he turned into a vampire and killed Papa Joestar. Classic Dio.
With Dio now bent on world domination, Jonathan would need more than his righteous fist to save the day.
Yeah, he needed a creepy floating Italian man
God.
that punches frogs with the power of the sun.
It wasn't just any creepy floating Italian man. It was Will Antonio Zeppeli, a practitioner of Haman, an ancient martial art designed specifically to do battle against vampires like Dio. Through their breaths, Haman users can blast a hot electric ripple out of their bodies and flood it into their opponents. Huh.
That's what Haman means in English. The ripple. Man, if I had a nickel for every anime protagonist who killed monsters with the power of breathing, well, that'd be 2 nickels. But let's agree, it's weird that it happened twice.
Haman energy massively increases a user's physical abilities and allows them to disintegrate vampires with a single punch. In order to fight Dio, Zeppeli taught Jonathan everything he knew.
Like the zoom punch, where Jonathan stretches his arm and punches an opponent from far away like he chomped on a gum-gum fruit. He does this by using the ripple to dull the pain of dislocating his shoulder before snapping it back. That might sound crazy, but there are real-life examples of breathing basically giving people superpowers.
Like the Dutch adventurer Wim Hof, who can survive being nearly totally submerged in ice water for almost 2 hours. Through forced exhalation, Hof drops his oxygen levels in order to supercharge his body's thermoregulation and release euphoric chemicals to numb the pain. Just like the zoom punch.
What?
Mod is basically just like the Eastern idea of chi. Voila!
There's no
It's
fucking way.
circulated through the body by, what else? Breathing. And just like chi, it can do lots of crazy shit.
Like walking on water, magnetizing plants, or controlling an enemy's muscles. It can even be transferred through solid surfaces like metal.
And he can catch his fists on fire and slam you senseless with his patented Sunlight Yellow Overdrive. It'll leave any monster smiling and...
I always thought this was like the biggest bullshit. Like this, it's like fucking Eric Cartman in South Park, where he's like, "I am Buddha. I have the power to have a lot of powers." It's just like, it does fucking everything. It's what? I don't know.
satisfied.
Uh-huh. Jonathan took these skills as he, Zeppeli, and the definitely not just there for
Jesus
exposition
Christ.
Speedwagon invaded Dio's domain and waged war against an army of bloodthirsty zombies.
Including Dio's right-hand monsters, Bruford and Tarkus. Tarkus was strong enough to rip entire boulders out of the ground and slice through a cliff with one swing. He could even snap JoJo's neck and cut our old pal Zeppeli in half. Rest in peace, creepy floating Italian man. Sorry you had to be born the mentor. Hope none of your relatives die horrifying death too.
Before succumbing, Zeppeli's last act was to pass his ripple on to Jonathan. not only allowing him to heal his own broken neck, but also combine their energies together.
And making JoJo strong enough to cut through Tarkus's giant arm. Not with his nifty new sword, Pluck. With his
so
bare
stupid.
goddamn hand.
With this power boost, Jonathan
He just
faced
drove
Dio
full.
once and for all, and fisted him with his raging hot.
Oh,
Wait,
Now, Fisted Dio was pretty impressive, considering Dio could later fight faster than light stands like Star Platinum. Hell, even other Ripple users like Joseph can dodge beams of light too.
but more than his strength or speed, or even Haman, Jonathan's greatest strength was always his intelligence
God.
and unstoppable determination. It was that burning drive for justice that defeated
He just
Dio
draws
all
the little
those
P
years ago,
on it,
and
like,
the
why?
same one that defeated him again. But this victory was bittersweet.
He may be built like a brick shithouse, but Jonathan's got the personality of a golden retriever. Even after everything Dio did to him, all the lies and abuse and dad murder, Jonathan still loved him like a brother, and still cried those hot, wet 80s man-made tears.
And even after Dio returned on Jonathan's wedding night to murder him and steal his body, Jonathan
I hated that
sacrificed
scene.
himself so his wife and unborn
Ugh,
child could
the
escape.
fiends. Ugh.
But he did not die in vain. His bloodline would continue throughout the ages, spawning a line of illustrious and bizarre heroes who would crush Dio's plans and save the universe.
And they all had one thing in common. His name, JoJo. Wait, is the Ripple his dick?
That's so stupid.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the
Alright.
data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Alright, so I initially said JoJo, but I think I'm going to change my answer to Tanjiro. After they went through all of their abilities and everything, I think I underestimated how strong Tanjiro actually is. He just didn't seem that powerful in the anime, but I think he's got it. I'm voting Tanjiro. Locking in my answer.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Babbel.
Okay. It's animation, though.
Decide! I've sworn to slay all of Dio's demonic minions.
Oh.
I don't know who you are, but you better leave her alone.
You poor wretch, shackled by the chains of this harpy's insidious mind control. On my honor, as a gentleman, I will free you!
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Did you bump your head? Total concentration. Water breathing.
Most unorthodox.
Where'd Pluck go?
You fight with valor, noble swordsman.
No.
I know the burning passion of my heart will carry me through.
Aw, he's kind of adorable. Like a puppy. I wonder if he has a caretaker nearby.
Oh, there's Pluck. Alright. Whew.
You're mine. Valiant footwork.
Ow. Oh, oh! Okay.
You will fall.
No kamikaze!
Damn.
Nice try.
Incredible. You could teach me a thing or two. Scarlet Overdrive!
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know, man.
His breathing is carrying some kind of energy. Like me. And that means I know how to stop him.
Oh.
He's focusing on my neck. Does he know? Metal Silver Overdrive!
Metal Silver. Oh.
I've got you!
Fate! He's going for my lungs!
2 inches off. Did he dodge?
What? There's no fucking way, right? Oh my god.
My sister.
On my honor as a gentleman, I will protect her with my life.
Fucking JoJo's is such bullshit, man. Like, metal silver overdrive. What the fuck is that? This dude survived the sword through the fucking chest. Unreal. Wow. Alright, well, I guess I was right the first time.
I'm not crying. I'm only crying really hard. Holy shit, hold me, bro.
Please don't touch me. On paper, Tanjiro did initially seem to have more advantages in this bout.
For sure. He'd been training for way longer than Jonathan, and with way more experienced teachers.
Yeah, I guess he did,
Demon
yeah.
Slayer journey took place over a couple of years, while Jonathan's Ripple training was less than a month.
Tanjiro was
True.
obviously a superior swordsman with a variety of powerful techniques and katana magic, while Jonathan really only improvised as a swordsman.
But that's where the advantages stop. Sure, Jonathan wasn't a natural swordsman, but he more than made up for it in hand-to-hand combat, while Tanjiro was pretty much out of options without a blade.
Jonathan also had an edge in strength. Comparing Tanjiro to Doma and JoJo to Tarkus, Jonathan was over twice as strong. And while Tanjiro later fought the more
Damn.
powerful Muzan, Jonathan did the same with Dio.
He was way faster too. While Tanjiro and his pals could dodge lightning, we can compare Jonathan to other Ripple users like Joseph, who could dodge light, which is over 3,000 times faster. That might seem crazy, but in Part 3, Dio was able to keep up with stands like Star Platinum, which can move faster than light. Dio did this on his own, and that was
Damn.
while using Jonathan's body.
Even with multiple ways to predict Jonathan's movements and see the flow of his Ripple with X-ray vision, Tanjiro would not have been fast enough to keep up.
Especially with the Ripple backing him up. Sure, the water and fire Tanjiro generates is impressive, but Jonathan was tough enough to power through it. Tanjiro, though, had no way to defend against the Ripple bypassing his durability and directly messing with his organs.
Such as manipulating his muscles like a puppeteer, or directly shutting off his brain or heart, something other Ripple users have done to ordinary humans with a single zap. And Jonathan had the opportunity to do this literally every time Tanjiro blocked his blade.
Sure, Tanjiro could recover himself with the breath, but that'd be a breath spent healing and not, fighting.
And while sun breathing's overuse was dangerous to Tanjiro,
Yeah.
JoJo
See right here, Hamon, however the fuck you say it, offered more versatility. It does fucking everything. The more I watch that show, it's like, oh, Hamon does this and this and this. It's like, when does it fucking end? Like, it's just like, it's like the kid on the playground who's like, oh yeah, well, my fire is so hot that it melts, it like evaporates the water before it even touches me, or something. I don't know. He just makes up more and more bullshit. That's what it reminds me of. So yeah, I could see it why.
JoJo's Hamon
Yeah.
had no such drawback.
Which meant that JoJo could keep fighting for as long as he needed to.
Tanjiro
Yeah.
was never going to go down easy, but Jonathan's speed, Hamon, and righteous gentlemanly fists carried him to victory.
Jonathan took Tanjiro's breath away.
The winner is Jonathan Joestar.
Alright, so I lost that one.
Thank you for watching. Stay
Damn, I second guessed myself. I at the beginning I was like, yeah, JoJo would probably win. But I don't know. I second guessed myself because I didn't see the movie. And he just seemed like I underestimated him. He just seemed way stronger than I thought. I was like, maybe he'll be able to pull through, but that's all right. Oh well, yeah, that was pretty fun to watch though. Fucking Hamon.